welcome to Vlogmas! So today I thought we could discuss whether or not LeBron will end up as the all-time leading scorer in NBA history when his career is all said and done. Since high school, LeBron has had big expectations. He was labeled as the chosen one and has dedicated his life to basketball. We've seen 17 seasons of elite basketball, and now he's entering his 18th season, and it begs the question, will LeBron be the all-time leader in points when his career is over? If we take a look at the all-time leading scoring list, we could see that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is number 1 with 38,387 points, and LeBron is number 3 at 34,241. That means he needs 4,147 points to pass Kareem and be the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. Now, LeBron's never averaged less than 20 points per game, and really besides his first NBA season, like his rookie season, he hovers around the 25 to 7 point per game mark, so he clearly is efficient and is always scoring in bunches. LeBron James can score at will, we all know this. It seems effortless for him to average 25 points per game. It just seems easy for him, it just comes naturally. So if we take a look, in the 2018-2019 season, he accumulated 1,505 total points, and last season, he accumulated 1,698 points. Now this season, we all know it's going to be a shortened season. There's only going to be 72 games total, and that combined with the fact I think he's going to take some games off for resting, there's going to be a lot of back-to-backs. I don't think he's going to play 72 games. I think he's going to end up around the 60 to 62 mark. So therefore, his total points will probably be a little bit less, making his ability to pass Kareem a little bit longer and a little bit harder. However, in 2018-2019, if we go back and take a look at that season where he scored 1,505 total points, he played 55 games. I think it's reasonable to assume that maybe he'll end up around that mark. Maybe he'll get more points, maybe a little bit less. But for the sake of this video, let's take the number 1,505 points. Let's say he plays 60 games and he scores that many points. So taking that number into account, next season he ends up with that many points, and then he'll be at 35,746 points, still obviously not passing Kareem yet. If he accumulates 1,505 points for 3 consecutive seasons, he will end up at 38,746 points, which will put him first on the all-time list, passing Kareem as the all-time leading scorer. Now we'll get into him and Bronny in a little bit, but just keep this in mind. In 3 seasons, he'll be a free agent, 2022-2023 NBA season, and that would be right when Bronny is eligible to be drafted into the NBA, and let's be honest, any team that drafts Bronny will welcome LeBron with open arms. So I do think he has a really good shot to end up as the all-time leading scorer, giving health and no physical setbacks, because let's be honest, LeBron really hasn't had that many injuries. He had that one injury, with his groin when he was on the Lakers 2 seasons ago. But besides that, we haven't really seen him have any injuries. And that's basically because he takes really good care of his body, he works out really hard, he stays in good shape, and he makes sure that he's, in peak physical form. He's basically been uninjured, like I said, and he continues to play at an elite level. So although age and minutes will catch up to him eventually, I don't know if I can just say and write him off that they will come before these 3 years are up. Maybe he'll lose some more athleticism during this time. That's definitely possible, but because he's so smart, he has such great IQ, and he just knows his body, he'll be able to adapt and adjust to make sure that he can still be efficient and elite while losing some of his skill set. That's what the great players do. They take what's in front of them with their physical abilities and adapt to best suit their needs and make them play for the best that they can. So keeping himself in top physical form is definitely one of the key reasons as to why I think it's very possible for him to be the all-time leading scorer. Now, I'm not going to put money on it because we never know when physical skills will just come and go, Like I said, he's entering his 18th season, so we don't know, but it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon, so I'm not going to bet against him either. Now let's get into free agency, contract, and Bronny. LeBron recently signed an extension, a max extension for about $85 million. This will make him a free agent after the 2022-2023 NBA season. Now why this is so interesting is for 2 reasons. The first reason is that 3 years is the timeline that he needs to pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now, as we know, Kareem is most famously known for being on the Showtime Lakers with Magic Johnson, and obviously he's a Laker legend. So wouldn't it be icing on the cake for LeBron to end up as the all-time leading scorer and complete that accolade before his tenure is up with the Lakers? So not only will he become number 1 on the list, but he also will have done it in the Lakers uniform. Now, how does this fit in with Bronny? We've heard multiple reports multiple times that LeBron wants to play with his son. LeBron and Bronny would be the first NBA father-son duo to play together, and we all know LeBron or any player wants to make some kind of NBA history. And the reason I think the 3-year timeline is so important to focus on is that I think when Bronny comes into the league, he's going to want Bronny to have his own identity. Now, when Bronny gets into the league, maybe LeBron will still be playing at an elite level or a very high level and be able to average 20 points per game. Who knows? But I do think that when Bronny comes into the league, he's going to want the shine to be on him rather than himself. And it'll be a great learning opportunity for Bronny if he plays with his dad. I mean, he gets to learn firsthand experience, how to do this, how to do that, what to watch out for, what to expect in your rookie season, all that kind of stuff. So overall, I think that we need to watch out and keep an eye on LeBron because he's creeping up there in points, and it could happen very, very soon in the next 3 years. Keep your eyes out. Like I said, maybe he won't, that's a very high number to catch. Kareem definitely did his thing, but maybe he will, and maybe it's just something to look out for. So that's my analysis on LeBron. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time. Bye.